Yo, 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 what's going on, y'all? We back again. Your boy Big.
Skip.
We back. Big Skip Podcast. What, we on 8 now?
Yeah.
We on 8, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling real wonderful. You know, things is looking good in this NFL and the NBA world. So, you know, we've got a lot to look forward to in the second half of the NBA season and going into the final weeks of the NFL season and the playoffs.
All right, before we get into all that, let me send a special rest in peace to Judge Mills Lanes. Y'all remember Mills Lanes? I said judge. He was a judge, but y'all remember him from being a referee. All the high level, high event, high quality boxing matches. The ball guy in the ring. Let's have a good, clean fight. Passed away earlier today. So condolences to his family. Positive energy and healing to all his loved ones. Rest in peace, Mills Lane.
Same thing to Kirstie Alley's family.
Kirstie Alley too. Rest in peace. With all that out the way, let's talk some football, man.
Yeah, man. You know, I just want to start it off. My heart goes out to Jimmy G. You know, like you don't want to see nobody go out like that.
We don't. But I got a request, and I'm gonna honor that request. That person know who asked me, but Brock Purdy came in and handled business.
Brock Purdy did what the Dallas Cowboys backup quarterback did. He came in
and handled business.
Did what he was supposed to do.
Yep.
And
we beat a good team.
I don't agree with much that Shady McCoy says, but
I'm gonna get on that later.
You want your backup quarterback. You want your backup quarterback to come in and do what Cooper Rush and what the 49ers backup quarterback done. Because guess what? Most quarterbacks is backups for a reason.
That's true.
So most backups come in and they stink up the joint. Yeah, so let's not get presumptuous.
But I got
y'all already how can I put it? Y'all may have just exposed motherfucking Tua. Y'all may have just cost this boy some money, bro. Like real shit. So let's not get presumptuous. I don't know who the guy is. He looked pretty serviceable. But let's look it play out.
He got some accolades when he was at Purdue. He I think he was Big Ten Player of the Year or something like that 3 times, and like the best quarterback in the conference twice or something like that. So he's not no scrub. But of course he's a backup. He came into the season 3rd string because, you know, Trey Lance and Jimmy Garoppolo. Trey Lance get hurt, he moves up to 2nd string. Now Jimmy Garoppolo gets hurt, he's the starting quarterback. So I think he can handle it because I think the 49ers are built to absorb those kind of losses, even though we're 9-29 with every other quarterback not named Jimmy Garoppolo. But I feel different about this. Like all the other times Jimmy G got hurt, as much as we say about Jimmy G was having a great year. Like this was the best outside of that Denver game. It was the best I've seen Jimmy Garoppolo. The best.
The best I've seen him since before he first got to the Niners and got hurt.
Since before he got to the Niners and got hurt, yeah. This was the best I've seen Jimmy G. He was doing everything right. He wasn't turning the ball over. He was getting it to his playmakers. I still would have liked to see more just open the playbook, let him throw it down the field. Let's see his arm strength. But he was playing well. So it sucked to see him go out like that.
Yeah, very much so. So with that being said, are you more impressed in what you saw with the guy that backed him up done, or are you excited for when Trey Lance comes back?
I am more impressed with what I saw from Brock Purdy on Sunday, and let me tell you why. We were playing a team that, and like I said, I got some energy for Shady McCoy and Joy Taylor later, so I'm gonna keep it cordial right now. But we were playing a team that top 5 in the league in offense, 2 speed demons for receivers, 2 speed demons for running backs, and I'll talk about what our defense did later, but I'm just going to focus on Brock Purdy right now, give him his flowers. He came in, he held his poise. The Dolphins blitzed him. Sent the whole damn defense on every 3rd down play, and he got the ball to Christian McCaffrey, let him go make plays. He got the ball to Juwan Jennings. He got the ball to George Kittle and let him go make plays. Like, he held his poise. The rest of the season, I don't see us playing a team that's going to blitz like the Dolphins did. So I think he's going to be able to have more time to make better throws. Now, granted, he made some bad throws. It happens. The interception he threw, that was a bad decision. Defender all over Brandon Ayuk, and you try to get the ball down there. You didn't throw it far enough. There was some plays where he tried to force it to Deebo Samuel. He was lucky to get a pass interference on that play, which led to, I think, a touchdown. He tried to force a pass to George Kittle on a second or third down when all he had to do was look a little further right. Brandon Ayuk was wide open. Like, nobody covering him. So, he's a rookie. He's going to make rookie mistakes. You live with those. But to come in and throw the ball 37 times and you really only made one mistake, which was the interception, which a ball you tried to force on 4th and 4, he played well. I don't see who we got. We got Tampa Bay next week. I don't see Tampa Bay rattling him like that, although they have a good defense. And then after that, who we got? The Raiders?
Y'all might smoke Tampa, bro.
Huh?
Y'all might smoke Tampa.
We should definitely beat them on Sunday.
So also, since we was talking about the quarterback room for the 49ers, what is this noise that I hear about you guys potentially trying to get Baker Mayfield?
Not going to happen. And the reason why, because the 49ers signed Josh Johnson to be Brock Purdy's backup. Kyle Shanahan said it without saying it. We're not going to sign Baker Mayfield. And I'm glad
they cut him?
Who, the Panthers?
Yeah.
Yeah, they cut him.
Wowzers.
Yeah, they cut him.
Okay, all right, with that being said,
I heard the Rams might be a possibility because Matthew Stafford's done for the year. So
that might be a good landing spot for him.
It could be. Maybe Sean McVay
he can get coached up.
Sean McVay can clean him up.
Yeah. So what is your expectations now for your team? You think you guys can still make a push with the defense and prerequisite parts? Because Colin Cowherd, this morning I was listening to him and he said basically that you guys' quarterback currently matches into schematically what he likes to do.
Yes, and that's why I believe nothing will change. Like I said before, there have been times where Jimmy G got hurt, and I'm like, damn, we're done. We don't have a quarterback. Last year, when Jimmy G got hurt, it wasn't like, damn, we're done. It was like, all right, Trey, we traded up to pick you. It's time to handle your business.
Right.
So then the offseason happens, and they're like, all right, we're going to move on. Trey is our guy. They bring back Jimmy G just in case. And it's like, all right, Trey Lance, we done gave you the keys to the car. Go drive it. He get hurt. Here comes Jimmy G. It's like, all right, Jimmy G know the offense. Let him. The first 4 games is probably going to be his preseason, which the first 4 games he didn't play great. And then when he finally got his rhythm, he played great. Now he's hurt. This guy, Brock Purdy, and one of the reasons why I'm not worried is because Fred Warner said it best. This dude goes against the best defense in practice every day.
Oh, yeah, also,
every day.
The gentleman played 4 years in college.
So he played 4 years in college.
The moment wasn't too big for him.
It wasn't too big, and quiet as kept, he had a better preseason than Trey Lance. He had a better preseason than all quarterbacks.
I've been hearing, and this is not to defame Trey Lance. I've heard he's a great athlete.
Yeah.
But he's inaccurate, and he's still developing as a passer.
Very, very much so. That's what I've seen from him. Great athlete, not accurate. Got the arm strength, but you got to be accurate when you got arm strength. So he's not there yet as a quarterback, in my opinion.
Let's stick in the NFC West. What's going on with the little guy? Patrick Peterson coming for his neck and saying he's all about self. Do you agree with this? I mean, the organization did put clauses in his contract that say he needs to study more. And
I want to say I agree with it to an extent, because if that was the case, why did they put those clauses in the contract?
I mean, you're absolutely correct. You don't remember when the Cardinals played the Vikings?
Yeah.
And he was like,
and he on the sideline like, what are you doing?
Games.
Yeah, what are you doing? Like, we're in the middle of a game. Put that shit down.
Man.
So I get it. He's a young guy. He just got all this money, and you're not willing to put in the work. I'm gonna put clauses in the contract too. I need you to study. I need you to work. You can't be in the offseason bullshitting. You're the franchise guy. I need you to act like it.
Right.
Like, our success hinges on you. You know what I'm saying? So, what's this? What are we doing? What are we doing? We out here losing by 4 touchdowns, and you. Nah, bro. We gonna have a problem in film session the next day.
Now with that, let's segue into Sierra's baby daddy. What's going on with that? Is it the coach? Is it him? Or is it 50-50 split blame? Because I think the play calling is an issue too, even though he's not playing to the money he's getting paid and the expectations. But what is your thoughts on the situation that's going on with Denver? What is your thoughts?
All right. I remember Russell Wilson in Seattle. I'm trying to remember if
Shit look rough, bro.
I'm trying to remember if he played with that type of young talent on offense in Seattle. They were young, but I don't know if they was like raw young talent.
I mean, he had Tyler Lockett and what was the other guy's name?
What, Metcalf? DK?
No. Before him, they had Tyler Lockett and what was the other guy's name? The other receiver they had.
I don't remember off the top of my head. I got to look at it, but I don't remember off the top of my head.
Them weren't the household names.
They weren't.
So he made them.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. Those weren't household names. He did make them.
The only household name he had was Percy Harvin, and he didn't last long.
True, very true. I think it's a combination of everything. It's a combination of he hasn't clicked with his receivers. I think it's a combination of the coach wants him to be a pocket passer, and he's not a. I think.
Do you think it's the coach or do you think it's him? Do you think because he's not running as much?
That's what I'm saying. I think that's coaching. I think that's the coach telling him, or the people telling him, we need you to be in the pocket more. It's the same thing that I used to say about Jim Harbaugh when it came to Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick is an athlete. He needs to move around. He needs to improvise to make plays. Jim Harbaugh tried to make him a pocket passer. That was doomed from the start.
So basically you're saying he was running Alex Smith plays for Kaepernick.
Pretty much.
And they're running Aaron Rodgers plays for Russell Wilson.
Pretty much. That's not who Russell Wilson is. You got to let him move around. A lot of the plays.
That's why I said it's the coach more so than him.
Yeah, a lot of plays that he made in Seattle was when he was able to improvise.
So do you think Richard Sherman and the guys that used to be his former teammates, you think they're right for being like saying "I told you so"?
I think they had a point. I don't respect them trashing the man that helped all of them get a Super Bowl ring, but they had some accurate points. Russell Wilson got to move around. You can't just have him stand in the pocket 4 or 5 seconds and try to make a throw. No, because when the pocket collapses, you need him to do what he does.
Maybe Denver's offense and offensive skill players is not as good as everybody thought.
It's me included, because I thought Denver was going to make a lot of noise this year in that division.
I mean, they tried to trade Jared Judy around the trade deadline.
And that's my thing with you. Like, you got a dude in Jerry Judy that's a deep threat. Why are we not running plays for him? Why are we not getting him the ball?
Okay, I'm gonna explain to you, right? They got a run threat in Russell Wilson. He can run. He's a dual threat quarterback.
Okay.
And they cut one of their running backs. Their running game is obsolete. Gordon is gone.
They cut Melvin Gordon. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So they have no running game in order for them to run play action. The play action game is non-existent. The running game is non-existent.
That's on the front office then. Because if you're going to make a move and give up everything you gave up, mind you, your picks go to Seattle. Wherever you land, that pick goes to Seattle. And I think right now it's 5. I think it's 5 because I know the Rams right now I think are 3rd and they pick goes to Detroit. Case in point, you gave up all these picks to Seattle to get this quarterback that you felt was going to put your team over the top, but you're not running the system that they ran in Seattle that helped him be who he is. Or
the system was Russ. They didn't have no offensive coordinator like that.
Okay, so
and Pete Carroll's a defensive coach.
Okay, so that's what worked in Seattle. So why not?
Like at USC, he wasn't the play caller. It was Sark, and it was Kiffin.
I know that. But my point is that that's what worked in Seattle. You let Russell Wilson be Russell Wilson. You come to Denver.
Shout out my nigga Beast Mode.
Yeah, you come to Denver and you trying to box him up into what you want him to be instead of letting him be what he is. And to me, that's where cultures clash.
Hey, that's the only mistake that Shanahan made, trying to turn RG3 into a pocket passer.
Yeah, listen, people have their opinions about what type of quarterback they like. Me, I like a quarterback that throw the ball. I'm good with a pocket passer. No disrespect to the athlete quarterbacks, the Jalen Hurts of the world, Josh Allen.
Excluding Steve Young,
because Steve Young was
Michael Vick.
Because Steve Young was a pocket passer who could run. Michael Vick was an athlete who could pass.
And Mac 5.
Mac 5 was a pocket passer who could run. There's a difference.
And Randall.
There's a difference between a pocket passer who could run and a runner who could be a pocket passer.
Right.
Russell Wilson is a runner who can be a pocket passer. He's not a pocket passer who can run. That's what Denver is trying to make him be.
Right.
And that's not going to work. And until somebody realizes that, they're going to continue to lose and average 10 points a game because they can't score.
It's disgusting.
They can't score.
It's disgusting.
Like, how you got all this talent on offense, you averaging 10 points a game? That's fucking crazy to me.
Man.
I watched the team Sunday night score 33 points in one quarter. And you scoring 10 points a game? 10.
Hey, you know what?
We could go out there and put up more than that.
How about
and
them
we
Cowboys?
40 years old.
Y'all see it, America. We dog walked them. Even our backups scored.
I beat the Colts.
It's okay. We did that.
Y'all beat the Colts.
I'm not excited, but you know, we stand.
Y'all beat the Colts.
We stand buoyant as we should.
We beat the Colts.
I'm still not all the way sold on our quarterback. I'm disappointed.
Oh
he
my
keeps
God.
throwing. He keeps throwing the ball to the other team. I'm starting to wonder if he's colorblind like Vinny Testaverde.
It happens.
Okay, it was 1 interception this week, and it was 2 interceptions the game before that.
It happens. Y'all won both games. It happens. I thought the result was to get the win.
All right, look, let me tell you
It's not
something.
going to be perfect.
I'm a Cowboy fan, and I want to say this. I have a Cowboys jersey, but you know whose name on it? Troy Aikman, because he's a winner. I refuse to own a Tony Romo jersey, and I refuse to wear a fucking Dak Prescott jersey until he at least gets us to the NFC title game and plays good. All this throwing it to the other team, all this not showing up in big games, all this empty calorie games, empty calorie stats, beating up on mediocre teams, and when it really matter and it really count.
Beating up on mediocre teams, y'all just beat the Vikings 40-3.
I mean, their
The
record is
Vikings
better than
are-
ours.
But I'm saying, like,
What are you saying? You're saying 9-2? I mean, 10-2? I mean, the great Bill Parcells says your record is what you say. You are
no,
what your
but you
record
said
says you
mediocre
are.
teams. The Vikings are mediocre. Y'all beat them. The Giants.
Well, if the Vikings
y'all
are
done beat
mediocre,
the Giants twice.
then that means
they're 7-4 and one.
That means that the Birds is overrated.
No, I'm not saying the Vikings are mediocre.
All right,
You
I'm
said
about-
y'all beat mediocre teams. Y'all beat a 10-2 team. Y'all beat a 7-4-1 team twice.
No, I'm just
y'all
talking about
beat
the history of Dak, right? He, like Tony Romo, in the big games, he
There's
finds
two
a way.
teams-
He finds a way.
There's 2 teams that Dak Prescott that I've seen from watching the Cowboys has problems with. Green Bay Packers, San Francisco 49ers.
I mean, we only played y'all one time in the playoffs.
Just saying. And we made it very difficult.
Like, I'm starting to. I
Made
don't
it
know.
very difficult.
He's our quarterback, and I got to ride with him. And this is the same conversations I'll be having with my Raider fans, homies. Like, I think David Carr is a good quarterback.
He is. Derek Carr.
I think I think Derek Carr.
Derek Carr is a very good quarterback.
Yeah.
Very good quarterback. I agree with that. The Raiders,
I've been
they've
riding
been
him
very
since he came in the
disappointing.
league.
They've just been very disappointing.
Very much.
But they starting to win a few games now. They actually got that much of an outside chance of making the playoff spot in the AFC because the Patriots came back down to earth. The Chargers are underachievers.
Just imagine if they
The
had
Jets came back down to earth.
If they had Winfro in the tight end.
They tight end is out.
Yeah.
And Renfro,
He's out too.
he is out. Okay, so yeah. All right, so yeah, the offense has been kind of but Devontae Adams still been balling this year. Josh Jacobs still been winning me games on fantasy.
Matter of fact, imagine if they had Winfro and the tight end and the dumbass didn't fucking want to speed late night and kill people. If they still had him.
That dude fucked up his whole career. Henry Ruggs.
Man.
That's his name. Just fucked up his whole career.
Fucked up his life and others people's lives.
Man, let me shut up.
Yeah,
let me shut up.
We try to keep it not personal, but that was,
It's dumb.
the Raiders would be so much better if they had that young man.
It was dumb. The Chiefs and Bengals. I think Cincinnati got that.
I think we went over this in one of our other podcasts. I don't have anything to say about Patrick Mahomes. He had a good game, but I said in one of our previous podcasts that Justin Herbert, with not as much talent at the skill position, and Broadway Joe Burrow and Super Josh are all better than Mahomes. And Broadway Joe Burrow just showed me again. But you know,
I'll give you Joe Burrow because I think
that's my take on it.
I'll give you Joe Burrow because I think Cincinnati has their number. I'm not ready to give you Josh Allen and Justin Herbert yet. I'm not ready.
In the playoffs, in about 3 weeks, we'll see.
We'll see
for everybody.
Not for Justin Herbert because I don't think the Chargers will be in the playoffs.
No, I don't.
Chargers
and their coach is gonna get fired.
He's definitely gonna get fired because you got all that talent and you're not winning.
I mean, Mike Williams did get hurt, and
I mean every team deals.
Keenan Allen just coming back off injury,
but every team deals with injuries.
That's the reason why I don't be so hard on the Birds. Ever since they won the Super Bowl, they've been a mass unit, and it's been upheaval in the coaching staff.
You talking about Philly?
Yeah.
You hard on them now? They 11-1. You think? You don't think they good enough? Okay. They're 11-1.
It's not just me. Some of the talking heads on some of these networks don't believe either, just like they didn't believe in Tua.
What? Everybody not named Shady McCoy?
Ancho too. He's a Philly dick rider too.
Yeah, but he more so on Tua this year than he is on Philly.
If I had to choose, If I had to choose, I'm going with Jalen Hurts.
Acho saved himself from what I got to say about that later too.
Like, I don't think Philly is a bad team at all.
They're 11-1.
I would be being disingenuous and being.
Why would we even say? Why would we even question that? They're 11-1.
What their record says.
Really?
No,
they just smashed Tennessee on Sunday.
Beat Detroit. And every game they won has been like they ain't just like smashed nobody.
35-10.
They started off smashing us with our backup quarterback, and then we lost by 9.
They just beat.
So let's see when they come to our house.
They just beat Tennessee 35-10.
Do you believe in Tannehill? I don't. It's only a matter of time till the young man.
I believe in the Titans. I believe in the Titans because they always there.
No, I believe in the Titans. I believe in Vrabel. I don't believe in Tannehill.
Yeah, but a team with the style of football they play shouldn't be losing 35-10.
And their best receiver is the guy that they just got from the Rams.
Yeah, but they shouldn't be losing 35-10.
They have no offense.
They have Derrick Henry. Mr. We should run the ball and milk the clock, control the offense.
I don't know. I would have thought that the Titans would have implemented the same game plan that they implemented against the Chiefs.
They did.
It didn't work.
Exactly, because the Eagles they're better than the Chiefs. Regardless of what people say. The Eagles are better than the Chiefs this year.
Say it again.
Regardless of what I think Philadelphia is better than Kansas City this year.
I think Philadelphia is better than Kansas City.
Like
I think Buffalo is better than Kansas City. I think the Bengals is better than Kansas City.
I'll give you Cincinnati. I'm not ready to say Buffalo yet. I need to see it in the playoffs.
All right.
I need to see it in the playoffs because I know the Bills beat the Chiefs this year. I know they did. Went in their house, beat them. I watched the game. I got to see it in January because the past 2 years in January, 3 years, not last year, but the 2 years before, Kansas City has beaten Buffalo in January. And the games weren't really that close. So until the Bills show me that, I can't say they're better than Kansas City. And like I said, the love affair with Buffalo is still going on. Everybody thinks they're unbeatable and all that. They're 9-3. I give them their props. They're 9-3. They got a good team. But until they get over that Kansas City hump, I'm not ready to crown them in the AFC. At the end of the day, give me Cincinnati. They the AFC champs.
So what do you think about the man who can't keep his hands to himself and his debut for the season after over 700 days on the sideline because of personal and other reasons?
He need work. He was awful Sunday. He was awful. He needs work. I don't know what he been doing during this suspension and all the time he wasn't playing, but
I didn't see the game. Did he look that bad?
He looked that bad.
Wow.
He looked that bad. He need work.
So
I think he'll get back to being himself.
Or do you think it was just game one?
It's game one.
You making it seem like the Browns wish they didn't back up the Browns.
No. The Browns did the right thing, giving him his money. But like I said, the first time he played in 2 years.
I mean, shit, Vic went to jail for 2 years and came out and was balling.
Yeah, but
how you think he got another $100 million
contract? Yeah, but he
was
rusty. He had to get to that. I'm saying I think Deshaun Watson will get to that, but that game on Sunday wasn't it. They won because of that defense, number one. And number two, you're playing a team that's the worst team in football. Like that's a good team to come back and play against. The worst team in football.
Since we speaking of the Browns, what do you think of their chances?
To do what?
What you mean? I'm talking about all right, first of all, do you think they're going to make the playoffs?
And do what? No, they're not.
I'm just asking.
No.
No playoffs, or even if they get in, nothing?
No. This is not the Browns' year. Nuh-uh. No.
So the defense and the running game, you don't think that can carry them at least to the playoffs?
No.
All right.
I think it's too many good teams in the AFC. They too far behind the 8 ball.
Yeah, even in their own division.
Even in their own division. Baltimore, even without Lamar Jackson, is better. Cincinnati, like I said, I think Cincinnati's the best team in the AFC. I'm not going to disrespect the AFC champions. They started off 0-2. They've been 8-2 since. I'm not going to disrespect them.
All right, let's get into some NBA, man. Shout out to, I just want to even, before we start, damn, it's almost like Anthony Davis was listening to our segment, like he got a link of our podcast, because everybody we got on their head, Ben Simmons, he woke up. My nigga Russ, he looked like Russ again. And Anthony Davis is looking like top 3 again.
Here's what this is all I'm gonna say about that. Well, I got a lot more to say, but here's where I'm gonna start. Last 10 games, 35 points, 16 rebounds, 3 blocks, over 60% from the field, 46% from 3, 89 from free throw.
I don't know, man.
Western Conference Player of the Week. And a lot of people were saying that the Lakers would play 3 of those wins against Spurs. Okay. He gave DeAndre Ayton 37 and 21. He gave Giannis 44 and 10.
Hey,
wait a minute. Hold on. I'm not finished. I'm not finished.
Giannis had a great game too.
I'm not finished. Everybody was talking about, all right, he did that against Giannis. That's, now you play a lesser team and all this. What's the fall off? Kristaps Porzingis, they used to call him a unicorn, right?
He's balling this year, though.
He is balling this year. They don't call him a unicorn no more because they call Victor Wembanyama that now. But they used to call that man a unicorn. He's been balling, right? AD gave that man 55 and 17.
Even when he was a unicorn, he was never known as no defensive stopper, but I feel it.
I'm just saying. He followed up 44 and 10 with 55 and 17. That's 99 points and 27 rebounds in 2 games.
Man.
They said that man was done. Didn't care. Injury prone. Street clothes Davis. Day-to-day Davis. Robbing the Lakers. We should trade him.
Hey, different sport. They said Geno Smith was done too.
No. They wrote him off and he didn't write back. But people were saying we should trade Anthony Davis.
I was one of them.
I know
and
that.
You were too.
And that's why I'm looking at you.
And you were too.
No, let's go back to that. Because what did I say when you brought that up? You want me to remind you? Who are we going to trade him for?
Yeah, you did. But if it would have been the right situation, you'd have been open to it.
No, I wouldn't have. You don't trade that kind of talent. I was on that island by myself when it came to I'm not giving up on Anthony Davis.
Okay, so who's to say that they still don't trade him and he just
they're not going to trade. Wait. I'm not going to trade him.
I'm not saying they are.
Entertain that. They're not going to trade.
I'm just saying, who's to say that with the games that he's playing and as he continues to play this way, he's not building up his trade stock?
That's not what's going on. That is not what's going on.
I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying it's different scenarios out there.
Not that one. That ain't out there. That man ain't getting traded.
Maybe we can get more for him now that people see he's still got.
Are you crazy? We're not trading him.
I didn't say that we were. I'm speaking in hypotheticals. I'm saying now that he's showing he's still the monster, you said who we gonna trade for? We can get whatever the fuck we want with the way he's playing now.
Who's playing better than him right now?
Nobody.
So what equal value are we going to get for him?
So you saying KD is not equal value?
He's playing better than KD right now.
I'm just saying.
You really want to pair KD with LeBron?
Nah.
Next scenario. Give me the next one.
I'm stupefied. Like when you first asked me the question,
I'm stupefied now.
I can't think.
Like, why are we talking about trading this man? This man is a top 5 talent, and now he's playing like a top 5 player.
But I'm saying
Like Anthony
the
Davis
assets
right now
that
is the
we
best.
lost to get him, we can get him back.
Anthony Davis right now is the best player in basketball. I dare somebody to at me in the comments.
I agree.
Best in basketball right now. Right now.
Yeah, I agree. I can't think of
Ain't nobody fucking with Anthony Davis right now.
Only other person I can think of, and he's not a big.
Nobody.
Wait, only other person I
Nobody.
can think of. Wait, I'm not saying in that level. Only other person I can think of is doing their thing right now, and they not a big, is my nigga Ja Rule Murray. Every night.
Not on AD level. I'm gonna tell you who's doing their thing every night that I will put up an argument for Anthony Davis, and I said his name on this podcast. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in OKC. Watch him play. Watch
Is he a
him
looter
play.
in a riot though?
Huh?
Is he a looter in a riot? To quote Kenny Smith, is he a looter in a riot? Is he a guy just getting buckets on a bad team?
No, he's a hooper.
I'm just
He's
asking the question.
OKC ain't as bad as people think they are, but he a hooper.
I've been hearing good things about him. You know?
I've watched the games. That boy can go.
But as you've been a lifelong basketball watcher like me, I've seen a lot of players on bad teams get buckets, and then they go and they play with a better team, and it's not so.
You move him to a better team, I think he's gonna be the same. He's that. And he's gonna be an all-star this year. I don't know if he's gonna be a starter. That was a conversation that I saw on Twitter the other day, that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander should be a starter in the All-Star game. Oh, I know who said that, because I'm gonna get on his head later. He said Shai Gilgeous-Alexander should be an All-Star starter in the All-Star game.
Charles Barkley said that. My bad. I'm gonna spoil your surprise.
And if he don't, then the fans shouldn't have a vote anymore. Here's where I disagree with that. As good a season as he's having, John Morant still exists. Stephen Curry still exists. Luka Doncic still exists. And
CP3 still exists.
He's not, no. Devin
He's not
Booker,
an all-star no more?
he's not playing.
Yeah,
He's
you're
still
right.
injured.
Oh, hey. We just
I was
talking
gonna say
about
Devin Booker.
You see my boy Book?
Yeah, I was going to say Devin Booker.
Yeah.
Those four guys, two of those are going to be starters in the All-Star game.
You forgot somebody.
Who?
Dame Dollar.
Been injured. He just came back. He got to work his way back into that. But right now, those four guys, Steph, Ja, Book, and who else did I say? Steph, Ja, Book. Who the fourth did I just
Gilders.
say? No. Who the fourth did I just say? Steph, Ja, Book, Luka.
Yeah.
Those are four. Two of those are going to be starters. After that,
For sure.
two of those are going to be reserves. Then we get to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And maybe Dame. Chris Paul not making an All-Star game. He not making an All-Star game. That's not happening.
Nah. Not this year.
Not this year.
Maybe not ever again. I don't know. Who knows? It's a lot of young talent.
Yeah, I would say that's the reason why he wouldn't make the All-Star game. But no, he's not making an All-Star game no more in his career. His thing, the reason why he's still playing, trying to win a championship. So
How about those Cavaliers, bro?
we got
They
them.
keep saying
we got the Cavs
4 or
tonight.
5 seed. I think they looking like the 1 seed.
We got
bro.
well, no, I'll say 3 because Milwaukee and Boston still exist in the East. And they the two
I think they got the bigs to counteract. I think they got the bigs to compete with Milwaukee, and they got the bigs and the firepower. They got 3 wings, and they got Lopez on the bench, and they got the other dude with the afro, and they got Love. So they got bigs,
and they got Evan Mobley.
Yeah,
I agree. They got bigs. I just still think Milwaukee and Boston are better. Only because of continuity. That's the only reason why I would give
I
it
feel
to
they young
Boston
and
and
still
Milwaukee.
learning.
But I want to ask a question, and this question is for the room.
all right.
Because there was something else that I heard that was an interesting conversation, and I just want to get everybody's take on this. Is Stephen Curry a top 5 or top 10 player of all time?
No.
Right now.
No,
Why?
I love Stephen Wardell. I love his daddy, and I love Lil Seth. But no, like, and I say this because this is a conversation that me, you, and Jeezy was having about the past and the future. Is like they changed the whole league in order for a guy like Steph Curry to be able to exist. I've seen a lot of guys that can shoot good, maybe not as good as him, but I've seen a lot of guys that do what he do in the old NBA when it was kicking into the basket to the big guy first. So it's like if the rules is tool to war, you can't touch the guys, and the league is three happy, and they're not playing basketball the way it was originally constituted for it to be played. Just like in the NFL, where the rules, you can't touch the quarterbacks, you can't touch the receivers, so the stats is inflated. So you can't really compare it. It's like you more of a baseball fan than me. The baseball writers and the baseball fans is more like purists. So it's like, okay, Barry Bonds was great, but you take steroids, the numbers are skewed. It's inflated. So it's like if they change the rules.
I'm gonna let you finish, but that's a conversation for another day. Barry Bonds was nice before the steroids with the Pittsburgh Pirates. But go ahead.
I agree. So if the rules have been changed to where the offensives and the whole generation of players is three happy, right? And you getting more attempts than Reggie, more attempts than Ray, more attempts than Dale Curry Sr., more attempts than a lot of other great three-pointers shooters I've seen in the past, where if you shooting 20, 30 threes a game.
Rifleman Chuck Person.
Man.
It's the reason why he got
Glenn
that
Rice,
nickname.
Glenn Rice.
Go ahead.
Dana Barrows. Michael Adams.
Oh, man. Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf.
Man. Anyway, so I love Steph. I love Clay. They're great shooters in their own right. But I just feel like if you're getting more attempts than other shooters that might have been as comparable as you, right? How can you really be perceived as... It's the same argument I got with LeBron, right? He's great for this era. But if you play in the era to where you could put him on his ass and you could play him more physical, he's non-existent. And a Hall of Famer and Dennis Rodman said the same thing. So I'm not speaking hyperbole and out my ass. But with that, I want to hear what G. Greasy got to say.
Hold on, before you answer that.
Do you think Steph is top 5?
Before you answer that question, I'm just going to say LeBron is 6'8", 250. Don't give me that about he couldn't play another era.
Rick Mahorn and Bill Laimbeer and Antonio McDaniels and Oakley and Mason would have ate him alive.
LeBron is built like a fucking linebacker.
Punched him.
He built like a damn linebacker, man.
Like,
you're not knocking him on his ass.
Defense ain't got nothing to do with punching and elbowing niggas.
That's not basketball,
bro. Brother.
But yeah,
LeBron
go ahead.
is 200, like you say.
6'8", 250.
250.
Built like a fucking rock.
And even when he was a rookie, them niggas in the NBA said at that time, they couldn't push him around because they seen that he was a big, strong motherfucker. So I don't know what you're talking about. But Steph Curry, nah. I think that nigga, like I said, he's the greatest shooter of all times.
Yeah,
give him that.
Don't argue
But
that.
in the top, hell nah. Because besides that shooting, my nigga, I ain't gonna lie.
His handles,
We've seen outside it.
But I know niggas are better than him. Only thing he can do better than anybody is shoot.
Yeah, we see.
But are you taking into account that he's shooting so many more threes a game than other three-point shooters?
Yeah, I got it. But listen, if
you getting more attempts,
but he make.
I mean, you can't really take that into account because the whole NBA today, they get more attempts than the sharpshooters of the past.
Yeah, sure do.
But only one person has that title, greatest shooter of all time. So I don't think it matters with the attempts. You still got to make them.
Right.
Look at James Harden.
Right.
James Harden probably shoot more threes than anybody, but he ain't far from the greatest shooter of all time.
Right, exactly.
Far from it.
So yeah.
I'm just saying.
That's what I was just about to say too. His percentage of making, you feel what I'm saying, is why he the greatest shooter of all time. But in the top 5, hell no.
Here's why the conversation came up.
I love him.
Okay, so here's why that conversation came up.
Yeah.
The accolades. He got 2 MVPs. He got 4 chips. He got Finals MVP. One of those.
He got All-Star MVP.
He has an All-Star game MVP. Most threes ever made not in the game, but all time. Most threes ever made in an All-Star game. I think he got a gold medal. I gotta look at that. I think he got one. Okay, he got a gold medal.
I think he do.
Like he did all this stuff. So that's the argument for him. But where I will agree with y'all, the argument against him is that outside of him shooting, we seen people do what he do. Right. We seen, and I'm not talking about in today's NBA. Right. We saw Rod Strickland do what he does. We saw Isaiah Thomas do what he does.
Should I see Dame Dash?
We saw
Dame Lillard do what he
I just said not this generation.
Yeah. Right.
Rod Strickland, Kenny Anderson,
yes,
Isaiah Thomas,
Kevin Johnson.
Again, Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf was Steph Curry before Steph Curry.
Isaiah Thomas.
I said Isaiah Thomas.
Oh, my bad. My brother.
Gary Payton. We seen guards do what Steph Curry does outside of shooting. Allen Iverson is another one. He was more of a hybrid guard.
Yeah.
But my point is we've seen guards do what Steph Curry do besides shoot. He got the title, greatest shooter of all time.
Yeah.
My answer to that is he top 5, top 10.
Is he the greatest shooter, or is he just the greatest shooter because of the attempts?
No, he's the
fact
greatest.
that he broke the record.
He's the greatest shooter
Is he
of all
better than
time.
Ray Ray?
No, yeah.
Is he better than Ray Ray?
Yeah.
As a player, as a shooter, as a stat.
As a shooter,
As a
yes.
shooter, not as a player.
We're
That's-
just
and
talking
that's why-
about shooting.
And that's why once again I say he's not in the top 5.
Exactly.
'Cause I don't think he's a better basketball player.
Because I could easily name
He's
10.
a better
Is he a
shooter.
better basketball player than Reggie Miller?
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding. This is a
Is
real
Steph
question.
Curry better than Reggie Miller?
And I say something wrong?
You actually asked if Reggie Miller's better than Stephen Curry. That's what you said wrong. Steph's better than him. And I ain't talking just shooting.
Yeah, I think.
It was just a question. I was trying to.
Yeah, he's not better than Ray Allen as a basketball.
Yeah, that's a more of an argument.
nobody-
Ray Allen is a better basketball player than Steph Curry. I don't think Reggie Miller is.
the best
I don't give a fuck if Reggie Miller see this and
Time out.
get mad
Time out.
about
Time
it.
out. Time
I
out.
don't give a fuck about it.
Time out.
It don't matter what time Steph
What do
Curry
you-
play basketball.
So.
I got a low key personal beef with Reggie Miller.
I'm about to. All right. So we're not even gonna get into it.
Yeah, I don't
We're
like
not
the fact
even
he
gonna
keep
get into
calling
it.
this city a Clipper City and they ain't won shit.
Right.
Which is
I
why
don't
I'm glad Candace Parker checked his ass when he said it.
Right. It don't matter when Stephen Curry play basketball. That shot, that how that motherfucker shoot is just high.
Bro, his daddy was wet in the real NBA.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
In the real NBA.
Steph a way better
Yeah,
shooter than
No,
him.
in the real NBA.
Steph a way
where you could
better
touch
shooter
somebody,
than his pops.
where you could really play defense.
Steph a way better shooter than his
Yeah,
pops.
I give you credit to what you mean by that because I say this now. They have made the NBA more shooter oriented.
Oh yeah,
physical.
the game is built around the
Less
three.
physical,
Yeah, mhm.
to be real, to keep certain people still in the NBA.
Yeah, because you can't bump
I ain't gotta say it.
you can't bump
They're
nobody
not-
when they run
certain
across the
people are
paint.
Not as physical, as athletic, and as physical, and as strongly as other people. So
Yeah.
to keep certain people in the game, they had to make the game more shooting
course, of
oriented.
course, of course.
So I give you that. Now, but listen,
The same thing with the music scene.
just
Conversation
punching-
for another day.
But listen, punching motherfuckers is slamming
That's not
people
basketball,
is not
man.
basketball.
That's what we
not-
grew up on. So
Yeah,
why
but-
is it supposed to change because
No,
we get
that's
pros?
not-
That's not
Why?
basketball, bro.
That's football, my nigga.
Nigga, that ain't football.
No, what I'm telling you is, that's hockey then. Shit.
Yeah, that's
You know what I'm saying? For real though.
Hey, if we grew up in the street
Listen,
playing that way,
listen,
why
here we
niggas
go.
are getting paid to do this shit? They have to get anything
If-
different.
But
I-
look what you said, the streets.
If
That's street ball.
If I cross you over and I get ready to dunk and you come behind me and don't
And-
block me and you hit me in the back of my head or kick
That's
me,
not basketball,
that's not
man.
basketball, brother.
You trying to
Now,
hurt
if-
somebody.
If I cross you and you come back and you pin my shit on the backboard,
That's basketball.
That's basketball.
I'm not.
That's defense.
Hey, it's a difference between playing physical and playing aggressive and playing dirty. I ain't say play dirty. I say
But
play.
that's what the.
That's what you
But that's
think
what.
when we
But you
talk
saying. What you're saying? We grew up off of motherfuckers getting punched and clotheslined and
But
shit.
look who he
That's
named.
dirty basketball.
Look who he named
That's
when he said about LeBron. He didn't name no defensive
no.
line.
He named the Pistons.
He named
Rick
dirty-
Mahorn.
Yeah.
And fucking
People
Bill
who
Lane
punch
Beard.
people in-
No.
What about the New York Knicks and the Indiana Pacers, the Davis brothers?
They were physical, not dirty.
Yes.
The Pistons
Nothing
were
wrong with
dirty. They were dirty.
What about the Celtics? They was dirty too?
Yes, they was dirty.
And nobody talked about it because it was the good old boys.
No,
That's
they-
what I'm going to call them.
Whatever you want to call them. That shit that Kevin McHale get to Kurt Rambis was dirty.
Oh man, that's
Dirty.
You see, he got a rated squad.
Yep, that's dirty.
Yeah, that's not
Which is
basketball,
why when
man.
Larry Bird got punched
That's not
up because he
basketball.
did something dirty. You gonna elbow Kareem Abdul-Jabbar just because? No,
But it
that's
wasn't
dirty.
just the Pistons. A lot of teams in the '80s played that way.
That's dirty basketball to me. I don't respect that.
Yeah. I'm
I
not.
respect physical basketball. I
Yeah.
respect it.
It was physical.
Hey, I respect Charles Oakley. He wasn't dirty, but
Right.
he was like, if you come in the paint, I'm gonna give you a little nudge to let
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
it ain't gonna be
Nothing wrong
sweet
with
coming
that.
in here.
Right.
But I'm not gonna Rick
Right.
Mahorn, and you come in here, I'm gonna punch you in your eye and knock you on your ass. That's not
Right.
basketball,
Nah,
man.
that's hockey, man. No, man, for real. So being physical, yes. The thing about it is,
Yeah, give you a
But
little shoulder shrug.
That's to
yeah, something.
this to my point, right? Charles Barkley was still great when niggas tried to clothesline him and sock him, and when they did that, he stood his ground and socked them niggas up
So
and
what?
still got his
That's
buckets.
not- that-
LeBron couldn't do it.
that's not
I
basketball.
don't know.
Chuck
I disagree
did
with
it.
that. I disagree with
He's
that.
socking them back. Why is he playing boxing and basketball? That's not what this is for, my nigga.
I disagree.
If them niggas want to be boxing, they should got in the fucking gym and be punching.
Nah, I feel you,
Nigga,
but I'm
they
saying
don't-
if somebody
Nobody
do you dirty,
No.
you gonna protect
People
yourself.
play-
You gonna get them back.
People play Floyd Mayweather to fight. They don't play NBA players to fight, my nigga. They play NBA players to put baskets and dunk, layups, and three fucking pointers. That is not what motherfuckers see. You see what happens when NBA players fight?
They get suspended.
They got Indiana Pacers.
Ron Artest, Jermaine O'Neal.
Yeah.
Nah, I feel
Steven
it.
Jackson.
I feel it, but this is what I'm saying. It's a different look. It's a different breed of NBA player by generation. Like, look, I love Boogie. When Boogie ran up on Zach Randolph, and my nigga put them hands up, my nigga, he turned away like, oh no.
But at the end of the day, another thing too is that I'm not saying it. No,
it's
I'm not.
Sports. You gonna get pushed. You gonna get hit.
Yeah, you are.
You acting
but
like it's playing cupcake.
No, that's unintentional.
Yes. And
No, I'm not trying to hurt nobody ever.
Yeah, nobody's intentionally out here trying to hurt people.
Right.
But the Pistons were intentionally trying to hurt people. That's not basketball. When it's intentional, we talking some whole other shit.
So the Knicks was trying to hurt people too?
I don't
And
think
the Pacers?
No, I don't think they were trying to hurt people.
Or
I
the
just
Utah
think
Jazz?
I just think stuff happened.
I've
Karl
heard
Malone was dirty too.
That
but
John Stockton was dirty.
John Stockton was dirty, but John Stockton wasn't dirty like I'm trying to hurt you. John Stockton was dirty, was clever dirty.
Chris Paul is clever dirty.
He is clever dirty. But Chris Paul ain't out here trying to hurt people.
I don't know. Socking niggas in the nuts, that is trying to hurt people, bro.
Okay, that one incident, whatever.
No, he did that shit at Wake Forest too, bro.
Yeah, you know who's dirty right now? Intentional dirty. Grayson Allen is intentionally dirty. That tripping shit.
He still do it?
He hasn't done it in the
I'm about to
maybe
say
a
he
year or
still
two.
do it.
But I'm
Shit.
saying that's intentional dirty.
Patrick Beverly is dirty too, then.
He is dirty, but that's intentional stuff. I'm not like that's the type of shit that don't belong in the game.
Right.
Like punching niggas in the eye when they come in the paint. Clotheslining motherfuckers. Bill Laimbeer and Rick Mahorn. That's intentional shit.
Yeah,
that's not basketball.
That's you got lack of skill, so you.
And that's part of the reason why. And that's part of the reason why nobody really respected the Pistons because they were dirty. They were good. I'm not taking nothing away from them.
The Celtics
They still
doing
won
the
2
same
championships.
shit.
Yeah, but the Celtics wasn't doing it on the level of the Pistons.
Yeah, that shit.
Like the Pistons set the standard for dirtiness in the NBA. And that's part of the reason why the rules changed.
Okay.
Hey, we're not gonna allow this shit no more.
Hey, look, so the same way Isaiah said, if Bird was black, he'd be just another guy. If the Pistons would have been white, they wouldn't be so demonized. And I don't want to make it into a race thing, but guess what? You had dirty white guys playing basketball.
You did, but
So why is it that Isaiah and his squad get demonized?
because they was doing
They was
some
fighting fire.
they were doing some
They had to
next.
beat Boston.
They were doing some. They didn't do that to beat the Celtics. They went out and beat the Celtics. The shit they was doing to Jordan was next level shit.
Bro, you act like they weren't doing that to the Showtime Lakers. And we played them too.
And the Lakers got physical back.
Of course,
You know how
as you're supposed to.
You know what you do to a bully when they bully you? Bully
hit 'em
their
back.
ass back.
Hit 'em back.
That's what the Lakers did to the
There shouldn't be
Pistons.
No bully in basketball in the first place, nigga, because this is not about.
There's
fighting.
bullies everywhere you go.
No, not nigga. This is basketball, brother. It's not, nigga. Understand that it's to put a ball in the hole and score points and stop the other person from doing it by skill.
It's sports.
That's on it.
It's physical.
Skill, no.
Sports is physical, but it shouldn't be
Basketball,
dirty.
Nigga, football is different than basketball. And basketball is really not even a contact sport.
It ain't?
Because no contact is intentional, my nigga. Like, you're trying to block somebody, you may hit them. Football is, I am physically trying to tackle you and contact you, my nigga. Catch it, tackle you, pick you off, sack you. That's real straight contact. All basketball contact comes not intentional, brother. Like that's why. When
I'm
you
not
block
talking about
somebody
clotheslines and trying to
you
trip
hit too
people.
much, they call a foul.
But I'm saying it's been time.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we all done went in here for a steal or for a block, and you accidentally hit the dude, bro.
Yeah.
That shit is gonna happen.
Unintentional
It's not
contact.
intentional. That's what we said.
But that's unintentional contact.
Yeah.
That's all
But
I'm
Steph-
saying.
but
The
Steph
Pistons,
Curry-
what they were doing was
Yeah.
intentional.
Okay, no,
Getting
what
back to
Draymond Green
getting back
was
to what
doing
he's about to
was
say.
intentional.
If Steph Curry played in those
How many
era,
times? Hey, what Draymond Green was doing was intentional. How many times your whole basketball life you done kicked somebody in the nuts, bro?
I ain't never did that.
I ain't never done that. And I
Yeah,
think
that
I
was
might have
intentional.
poked
That's why
somebody
he
in the
got
eye
suspended.
once on
But that's
accident.
why he got suspended.
And he got suspended.
That's why he got suspended,
that's
because it was
not the place
intentional.
for that shit, nigga.
But
We not-
That's dirty.
But
You're not
to answer your
asking me.
question, the reason why I can't put Steph top 10 yet, because I agree, if Steph Curry played in an era, that physical era where you could hand check, where you could nudge him when he's running off these picks,
Yeah.
I don't know if he could do what he do. The reason why I know he'll be able to hold his own is because of his handle. Because Isaiah Thomas was able to do it.
Right.
But
Now, with that said, do you, and not even talking about because it was more physical, do you think that some of the guys like LeBron or some of the slashers or wing players of today would be as successful if they had if they had a guy like GP and you could hand check a nigga like, nah, nigga, you just get no freebies.
Why we keep talking about LeBron? LeBron's 6'8".
250.
You really think Gary Payton could guard him?
That's a physical specimen, man. I don't think you.
You think Gary Payton at 6'4", 190 on his best day could guard somebody 6'8", 250?
That don't even make sense.
Hey, what's the guard on Boston? The
Right.
green hair nigga?
Marcus Smart.
I seen him guard LeBron. And he's
Marcus
smaller
Smart
than
is like
GP.
230.
I seen him, he's a little nigga.
Marcus Smart is like 6'4", 230.
He's
like
6'3".
230 pounds, brother.
Okay, how many times in your life have you seen somebody that was big but they were soft? Like
But
Baby
LeBron's
Hood.
not soft though.
I think that's what you're saying. Like LeBron's soft. He ain't soft. The man not soft.
If that man was
You just
soft,
think about the
NBA,
huh?
in today's NBA.
no, if that man has one injury
Hey.
out of his whole career,
All right.
nigga, and
We're not
that's
talking
soft.
about injuries.
He's a
We're not
physical
I seen
specimen.
tougher guys
How
get
could you
injured.
be-
I seen tougher guys
Listen,
get injured.
How could you be soft if you're a physical
Bro,
specimen?
not soft, man.
You don't understand what I'm
LeBron,
saying.
I think LeBron
bro.
would be fine in that era. He's the one guy from this generation that I think him and somebody like Zion, they'll be fine in that era because
Right.
these motherfuckers is built like Mack trucks.
You can't if you can't touch them, yeah.
We're not talking about that.
I think LeBron would be fine. I think LeBron would be
We're talking
fine.
about physically.
Hey, I'm gonna make a parallel
That man
right
played
now.
football.
Let me
You know
tell you-
why? You
let
know
me
why
tell-
Drake?
listen, hold on.
Hey, you know why
Let me
Drake?
tell you-
Play football.
Let me-
Hold up. What did this nigga finna talk about?
Let me-
Did LeBron just play football?
Yeah, he did. But let me tell you who wouldn't
Did
be
he stop playing football?
Let me tell you who would not be
He wouldn't
successful
be
in that
that
era. After we just gave him all this love, and he gonna get some more love later. You know who wouldn't be successful in that super physical era? Anthony Davis.
No, he wouldn't.
You know why?
They would take his
Because
lunch
Anthony
money.
Davis is a toothpick.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant would not be successful in that era because he's a toothpick.
Yeah.
LeBron James is not a toothpick.
Not at all.
He would be very
Hey,
successful in that
guess
era.
what? And LeBron James is not a toothpick, but he has no.
What?
How do you know that?
Have you seen that nigga in person? Because I've seen him at a game.
Wait a minute, what makes you? I don't know how this turned into a LeBron discussion again. We were talking about Steph Curry, but what makes you think LeBron ain't got no heart?
I don't even want to get into it. This is
No,
gonna
let's
turn-
get
this
into
is
it.
gonna
No,
turn into
let's get into it.
The same
Let's get
conversation
into
we
it.
had with Mahomes.
You don't know LeBron James.
I don't give a fuck if I know him or not. He
not even
another
on the-
mama's boy.
We're not even talking
He
about
another
personal level.
privileged mama's boy.
We're not talking about personal level. We're not talking about personal.
Physically.
Yeah, we're not talking about that.
Have you
Skip.
seen
We're
this
just talking
man?
about.
You been a bit. You seen him play?
I don't care if
We
I
talking
saw
about
him.
NBA.
The way he plays like a person who is a 12th grader going against 9th
Come
grader.
on, bro, you tripping, man?
Like
no, he not.
he's like the equivalent of George Foreman of his day.
Dog, this dude, 38 years old, still top five.
You bigger and stronger than everybody. When you fight somebody better than you, you're gonna lose.
He's 38 years old and still top five. He about to be 38 in a few weeks.
That's great.
And he
That's
top
good.
five.
In today's NBA,
Nobody 38 years
under the
old should still be top
in today's
five.
NBA, under the rules,
Kobe damn sure wasn't.
Right. Hey,
he
you know
got
what?
hurt. In today's NBA, under the rules, just like Drake is top today under the rules, LeBron James is number one because of the rules.
I think LeBron
You put him back in the 2000, or put him in the league any year before he came back, when you got some real like people out there that's comparable size wise.
You do know when LeBron came in the league,
perimeter oriented, like somebody that's gonna put him on
So
his
let me
ass,
ask you a question.
where he gets no freebies,
All right, then
and the rules is not constituted. And the rules is not constituted.
Detroit Pistons not a physical team because I've seen them physically beat the Lakers.
Yeah, they did.
Physically beat
Kicked
the
our
Lakers.
ass.
Then how the fuck did them physical niggas did not?
They didn't physically beat the Lakers.
No, they
Chauncey
kicked
Ball,
our ass.
Rip Ball.
They kicked our
Tayshaun
ass.
Ball,
Nah, bro.
Darvin
They
Ham
kicked
Ball,
our in 2004. They kicked
Darvin
our
Ham
ass.
Ball,
Corliss
Williamson
Williamson
Ball.
They kicked our Elvin Campbell,
I didn't
They
Lindsey
wasn't no physical.
Hunter.
They just beat
Nah,
them.
bro,
I
they
didn't
kicked
say
our
that
ass
they
in
was
every
physical.
aspect of the game in 2004.
Nigga.
They kicked our ass.
I didn't say they bullied the Lakers. They was a physical.
They
basketball
kicked our
team.
ass.
They were very
Period.
physical, hands
But-
on, defense, playing playing the same type of defense that you was talking
And that
about.
was the same-
They were still allowed to play that type of defense at that time, and they did not stop LeBron James. Because if LeBron James was not physical, like you said, how did he beat them?
He put that was 2008. That
Seven.
game. No, 2000. No. I'm not talking about 2007. I'm talking about 2008. Even though they lost that series to Boston, another super physical defense.
Another physical team.
LeBron had 48 in that game 7.
Bro, nobody respects LeBron. That's why other
No,
niggas.
you
regular
don't
niggas,
respect
that's
LeBron.
why other niggas come for him. Nobody
You-
came for Kobe.
Who came for
Nobody came for Kobe.
Nobody came for
What do you
LeBron.
mean people didn't come for Kobe? Ray Allen came for Kobe. Vince came for Kobe. AI came for Kobe. Matt came for Kobe.
They were named players. Non-name players come for LeBron.
Like who?
They're not scared of him.
Like who?
Nobody's scared. Who's scared of LeBron?
Nigga, what?
He's not a killer.
If I was on the court, I wouldn't be scared of LeBron, but that's competitive nature. That's not disrespecting him. It's just when I'm on the court, I think I'm on the level of anybody on the court. That's just competitive nature.
So, both of you guys gonna sit here and tell me with a straight face that the NBA and the NFL and their rule changes
no,
because of CTE and because of
we
the
know
broad of
that.
Palace
We
Hills
know that.
and because of the
We
hand
know-
checking
the
and
game-
so on and so
it had
forth.
to
They
change.
changed the rules
They
in order
it
for the
had-
stars to be able to
Of
finesse
course-
their balls and,
Of course
and
they
make their
did.
stars happy.
Of course they
Instead
did.
of making it an even
Of
level
course
playing
they did.
field. If
Hey,
you change the
quick
rules
question.
of a game,
Quick question.
Wait, if you change the games, if you change the rules of a game from what is originally constituted in order for somebody to be able to be successful, how is they really great? If you change the rules.
Before we answer that quick question, Steph Curry, top 5, top 10 all time?
Nigga. For sure.
Well, wait, okay, hold on. We got a different answer. Why? We talk all time.
Because he changed the game. He like Iverson. He changed the game.
They changed the game.
He changed the
You
game.
said, okay, so you said he's like
Yeah, he
Iverson,
did.
right?
I'm taking my
But do you
time to
think
South
Iverson
Beach.
is top
No,
5 or
rest of
top
these
10
bitch
all
niggas
Let's just
running
go
the
top
hood
10. Do you think Allen Iverson's top 10 all time?
I don't know.
You about to contradict yourself.
No, but like Steph Curry got like the shooting. He passed up Reggie Miller and
The attempts.
Reggie Miller and who?
But listen,
He
Reggie
passed
Miller,
up
Ray
Miller
Allen.
and Ray Allen
Yeah.
about 5-10 years ago.
The
They did.
attempts.
shooting wise, but nigga, it's all around game, nigga. That's all he does.
We talking.
No, that ain't all he does.
That is all he does.
No. I agree with you. He a hooper.
Rip Hamilton condition.
But you really think he top like one of the 10 greatest players to ever touch a ball
Who's the
in
top
the
10?
NBA?
Who's the top
You
10?
got Kobe, you got Jordan, you got LeBron, you got Magic, you got, in my opinion, Bird, Kareem.
Nah, he better than Bird.
You think
Who?
Steph better than Larry
Who?
Bird?
Yeah.
Who?
Steph Curry.
No.
He moved. He get.
LeBron's not better than LeBron is not better than Bird. LeBron is not better than Bird.
You see Steph Curry getting shot at the. You see what him and Dame was doing in the All-Star game?
I did see that.
And they shooting shot.
Shooting. That's what you was. Once again, I'm about to say shooting, nigga. Look.
When you gotta stick a nigga 90
You know what all time? Do you know what the other niggas gotta be at the all time to get like nigga like
No, like you said, LeBron, Kobe, Jordan. No, he's not that good, but
Now let
like,
me be real fair.
Okay, so let's go
Check
Kareem,
this out.
LeBron,
He a
Kobe,
better
Jordan,
shooter. Listen, he a better shooter.
Kareem.
He a
I
better
think Shaq
shooter.
is top 10 all time.
Shaq. Oh yeah, he's not as good as Shaq.
Now listen, Mike, take it
Shaq.
out. He's a better shooter than Ray Allen.
Magic.
But is he a better basketball player?
Magic. He had Magic.
Finn.
Okay, so that's
No,
6.
That's six.
Finn.
That's 6.
Finn.
Nah.
He a better shooter than
Shaq.
Okay, so it's getting interesting. It's getting interesting.
He a
Hold on.
bitch.
It's getting interesting.
He never even named Jordan yet, nigga.
He ain't Jordan top. No, he said
He didn't say Jordan.
I did say Jordan. Of course I said Jordan.
Oh,
Jordan, LeBron, Kobe, Magic, Kareem, Shaq.
Shaq.
That's 6 for
Now,
sure.
who's after Shaq?
That's 6 for sure.
That's 6 for sure.
That's six for sure. I said Larry Bird. He
That nigga
argued
better
that.
than Carmelo.
No.
Listen.
Top
listen.
10?
Wait.
Carmelo Anthony?
Listen.
Dr. J. Dr. J.
Nigga.
Julius, nigga.
No, Joe.
Let me go. This is
You on the road, Joe.
But how many points did Stephen Curry have?
What do you mean? All time?
Points.
All time?
Yeah.
He approaches 20,000 if he ain't beat it yet.
Nigga, Carmelo has, listen, that's what
No,
I
no.
tell you. Nigga,
Carmelo
First
got
of all,
over
Greg,
30.
Steph Curry is a better all-around player than Carmelo Anthony. Let's just stop that right there.
Listen, he's approaching, this nigga not even at 20,000 with all the
He might have hit 20,000 by now.
He
I
might
don't know
be.
where he at.
Nigga, he not.
I gotta look that
he
up. I
not
think
the
he's at
top
20.
scorers of all time. He only knows how.
We're not talking about scoring though. We're not talking about scoring. We're talking about all around. We talking
Stephen Curry been in the league how many?
about 13, 14 years. He's been
Nigga,
around for a minute.
20.
Not 20. Not
14
20.
years, bro.
Carmelo 20 years.
Let me tell you something, bro.
He got a whole nother. He got at least 5 years.
We be
Yeah,
adding
he
up
do. 16
Them
at you.
3 pointers is not gonna put him in the top 10 scorers of all time. It's only gonna put him as the best 3-point shooter of all time.
I mean, he got some time left, so I mean, it
But
can.
his game will go
But he's
down.
still averaging
His
30 a
gonna go
game.
down.
He's still averaging 30 a game, though.
He off a ship.
Huh?
Yeah,
He is off a chip,
He
yeah.
off a championship.
He have a championship, but I'm telling you,
Dang, listen,
Here's-
who was the MVP of the championship?
It was Steph.
Hey now.
look,
Hey.
yeah, but that's the thing about it. Listen, when we say this right here, bro, it's only talking about a 3-point shooter.
Who better than him?
Nigga,
Not Carmelo.
Ray Allen.
Not Carmelo.
Ray Allen.
All time, I don't think Carmelo better.
Ray Allen.
Dr. J.
Listen.
Yeah.
Yes, Dr. J.
Yeah.
We can argue. No, we can argue that.
Dr. J.
First of all,
We can argue that.
Steph
Now,
Curry's
you're thinking about shooting.
No, I'm talking about who would you pick? Like, if I want to go to the party,
I ain't
I'm
gonna
going to win this
lie. Here we
game.
go.
If I want to go to the party and win this game, I got one pick left.
Dr. J.
I'm not going to pick
Dr. J.
Steph Curry or Dr. J.
Dr. Dre's a
That's
street
like you
ball
saying
legend.
Steph Curry better than D
Don't
Wade.
tell me about the legend.
Hold on.
Tell me about
He's a
who
street-
you want to win the game.
Hey.
Steph Curry not
Who
better.
not
You
win the
can't
game?
go wrong either way, though.
Hey,
Dr. J.
hey, is Steph
Bro,
Curry
you
better
can't
than
go wrong
D-Wade?
either
Is
way
Steph
with
Curry better
them.
than D-Wade? No.
Are you crazy?
Is Steph Curry better than D-Wade?
Steph
No.
Not yet. Maybe not yet, but
Steph Curry-
That's an
You know
argument.
what?
That's an
Like I
argument.
told you,
That's an
Joe.
argument.
Nigga,
You ain't good.
like I just told you, Joe.
Steph Curry not good.
Listen.
And they got the same amount of
Here we
weight.
go. Like I told you, Joe.
No, he got one more. He got one more.
Steph got more.
I
Listen,
think he's the
more.
greatest shooter of all time.
he's the greatest shooter of all time.
Greatest shooter of all time.
Listen,
I'm going to argue that.
Four.
Now here we go. Steph
thought Wade
Curry-
had 3.
Steph Curry.
Wade got, what, chips?
he
Wade
got
got
3.
3.
Listen, Steph Curry is a better shooter, but Steph Curry is not better than Ray Allen game, nigga.
Yeah, he better, bro.
No, he's not.
Oh,
better than
no,
Ray Allen.
man.
You
Oh,
right.
no.
Here we go. Ray
That's
Allen-
another
listen,
argument, man.
Kyrie is a better player than
Oh,
Steph.
I got a question.
But he's not a better shooter.
Oh, whoa.
But he's
whoa,
not a
you
better
tripping.
shooter.
No, you tripping.
pretty
You tripping.
even. They even.
You lost me on that.
They
Nah,
even.
I can't put Kyrie over
You
Steph.
tripping,
I can't put Kyrie over
Here
Steph.
we go. Check this
I
out.
can't put Kyrie
Check this
over
out.
Steph. I'm not
They
doing
even.
that one.
They even.
I'm not doing that one.
Them two
I love
I wouldn't
Steph.
even say they
Here we
even.
go. Listen.
I wouldn't even say they
Listen.
even.
That nigga Kyrie is a bucket.
Here we go.
So it's Steph.
Here we go.
Okay, hold on. I gotta defend Steph now.
No,
Y'all
I
going too
love
far.
Steph.
Y'all going too
I
far.
fuck with Steph. I fuck with the Warriors.
I think about Ray Allen. Check this out. Ray Allen is the next on the shooting list of all time, right?
He's number 2.
Number 2. He's number 2 on the
He's
shooting
number
list
2.
of all time.
Uh-huh.
White car, that nigga white car.
Joe.
What happened?
The
They,
Malibu.
they,
Yeah.
They put them that thing, but they didn't move it off the line.
Oh.
All right, you got the key. Just give Mike the key.
I'm just gonna move it up.
Yeah.
So they can close the truck.
Your little ticket on
Oh yeah. Okay. All right, look, check this out. This is what I mean. Ray Allen is second on the all-time list.
He's number
of
2,
shooters.
yeah.
Number 2, right? Listen, only 3 pointers.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he's 2 on that, but
Carmelo got over
listen,
30,000.
Come on, fam, let me
No,
know
you
what I'm
don't.
saying.
Yes, he do.
He ain't at 30,000 yet.
Yes, he is.
It's only 9 people at 30,000. Melo not one of them.
Yeah. Now here we go. This is what I'm saying. Now I'm number 2 at shooting.
Might be less than
We're
that.
gonna have to look that up after
Listen.
this.
I'm
Listen.
telling you, Melo's not at 30,000 yet.
I'm number 2 at shooting, right? But besides that, nigga, I got buckets by layups. I got buckets by mid-range. I got buckets by yamming. I got busy besides just my shooting. What I'm talking about, busy besides my shooting.
And he was athletic.
And he was athletic, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Don't forget about that dunk on T-Mac.
Bro,
Come on,
Don't
man.
forget
How
about
could
that
I
dunk on
forget?
T-Mac.
I'm telling you, he was just a great shooter along with his basketball game.
People
Not
forget
just
about
known as a
Seattle
great-
too.
Nigga, not just known as a great shooter. When you talk about Stephen
Forget
Curry,
Seattle Ray. I'm talking about Milwaukee Ray.
Listen.
Oh, hey,
Yeah, when
yeah.
you talk about Stephen Curry, all niggas say is his shooting.
In his
Even though
hand.
he got
His
handles,
shooting and his
family can
handle.
shoot.
nigga, even though I talk about his handles, but nigga, when we talk about handles, we gonna talk about Kyrie, nigga. Let's be real. When they talk about handles, and nigga, Kyrie is the handle nigga in the NBA. Bro, you are not, bro. I didn't see Ray Allen yam. I didn't see Ray Allen mid-range. I didn't see Ray Allen shoot, bro. I didn't see him lay up, finesse. Like, nigga, bro, the game, bro. We talking about the game. Yeah, the shoot. Steph Curry, the greatest shooter I ever seen in my life. You can't outshoot that nigga.
Hey, I
But
think-
game-wise,
Like I said, I'm not putting him top 10, but we not
we
gonna
go
go.
deep.
We're not
Hold
gonna,
on, man.
we're not gonna go.
Let's get
like,
back to what we was talking about.
That's what we
Y'all
was
gonna
talking
sit up
about.
here and tell me LeBron is better than Larry Bird.
Heck, LeBron James. Damn, man.
We was talking about top 10.
I think you want controversy, man.
I don't want kind of Larry
That is-
Bird.
The fact that you gotta
Larry
ask,
Bird.
LeBron's not better than Larry
Bird.
LeBron James is not better than Larry Bird.
Now here we go.
LeBron James is not better than Larry Bird
My-
or Dr. Julius Erving.
God,
And
it's about to make me walk.
And even though y'all niggas trying to get on me for saying Camilla, check this out. check this out. Nigga, if Carmelo and Steph Curry go out against each other, who's stopping who? And let's be real. Who you think gonna have more points to the end? Carmelo. Let's be real. If Carmelo guard.
Okay, if Carmelo guard. Hey, okay.
Guaranteed. Steph
All
will
right.
get some.
If it's Carmelo versus Durant, if it's Carmelo versus Durant, who you think gonna have the most buckets?
I don't know. That's different. You feel what I'm saying? Quick.
No, that's 2 bucket getters.
That's
nigga.
2 bucket getters. But that's what he said. Like I keep saying, I ain't gonna lie. Stephen Curry is a great shooter, bro. But
You gonna shit on the Bird and Dr. Julius Irving?
I'm not shitting on them,
Come
but
on,
you
bro.
really think they better than LeBron?
If it wasn't for that shooting, to be real, if it wasn't for that shooting, my nigga, I don't.
Hey,
I still think okay. If it, hold on.
back to the-
If it wasn't for his shooting, I still think he'd be nice.
Yeah, it'd be nice. I didn't say it'd be nice.
Yeah, he'd still be nice. But even with his shooting, again, he's not top 10 all time. Even with his shooting,
Yeah.
but he'd still be nice.
Yeah, I never said
And
not
I
nice.
still think he's better than Melo.
I didn't say
Hey,
not nice.
big.
I think he's better. Melo was a bucket getter.
Yeah,
Steph Curry get buckets too.
he do get buckets.
Just
Hey,
saying.
big, I'm going back to the Philadelphia Squires. I'm taking you back when I say the doctor and what he's done for the NBA and how great.
Yeah, we got
a lot of these people don't even understand. Like
Dr. J.
you
Nobody,
like he's
nobody.
great.
I
He's
just
great
said
everywhere.
he's great with the Squires, great with the ABA Nets, great with the Sixers, street ball legend. I said all that.
The doctor,
The doctor,
Michael Jordan's idol.
Michael Jordan's idol. I get it. I'm not shitting on
The
Dr.
nigga
J.
was the first nigga to
I
have
think
his
Dr.
own
J is.
shoe.
I think Dr. J is an all-time great, top 15 all-time in my opinion. Is he better than LeBron James?
Hell.
No.
Him or the Bird? Why not? The Bird and what he do?
You know what
Bird.
LeBron? You know what LeBron James is? LeBron James is if
The Bird won MVP.
LeBron James-
The Bird won All-Star
LeBron
Game
James-
MVP. The Bird
so
won
is
Finals
LeBron.
MVP.
So is LeBron. So has LeBron. LeBron James is if Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, and Dr. J somehow, some way, they sperms combined and created a baby. You get LeBron James.
Mixing some Julius.
Athletic-
Mixing some ice, man.
The athleticism from Dr. J, the IQ from Larry Bird
And Magic.
and Magic, and passing the ball
Like Magic.
from Magic.
Come on, fam. I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is
The only argument you can make with LeBron James, and this is unbiased opinion,
Right.
not my biased opinion, because I still think Kobe, you could make a fucking argument,
Yeah.
but unbiased opinion, the 2 people you could make an argument against LeBron James, only 2,
right.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar,
Alcindor.
formerly Lou Alcindor,
Right.
and Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
Right.
That's it. That's it.
Stop playing with me, my nigga.
I said,
You're
no,
being disrespectful to Mr. Russell and others.
Now this listen, that's what I say, man. The bias.
Bill Russell's a better winner than LeBron James.
You being
He better
respectful.
win than everybody.
Yeah, that's it. The greatest winner of all time.
you being-
The greatest winner of all time.
You being disrespectful to Sir Charles, nigga. A
Get
nigga
the
who I
fuck
seen
out-
put up 24,
Get the fuck
44,
out
and
of
24.
here. Get the
44
fuck out.
and 24.
Get the fuck
44
out of
and
here.
24.
Charles Barkley is better than
Shit.
LeBron
Yeah,
James.
one
Get the
million.
fuck out of here, man.
We gotta put all that in the hole.
We not no.
See,
You forget about Sir Charles, man.
I don't forget about Charles Barkley.
He
He's
didn't win
not
a
better.
championship, but he was
He's
one of them
not-
niggas.
He was, but he's not better than LeBron.
He was one of them niggas.
He's not better than LeBron.
No, nah.
Yes, he is, because he didn't need the Avengers and the Justice League and the Fantastic Four and the
What?
X-Men and
What?
the Power Rangers.
What? Newsflash: 1998-99 Rockets. Scottie Pippen, Hakeem Olajuwon, Charles Barkley.
That's different, man.
What's different about it?
That's different.
What's different?
It's different.
What's different?
What that
They didn't get out the first round because we beat them.
What that have to do with his skill? This man is what on the passing list right now, Joe? Who you just passed?
Just past Magic. He's 6th. Is he 6th or 5th? I think it's 5th.
Hey, man, I don't have to
Just
like
pass
it.
Magic.
I don't have to like it.
Hybrid.
I don't
And he
have to
about
like
to-
it.
and he
I
about
don't
to
have to
be-
like it.
And in,
I told you the
and in
stats
2
is
months,
inflated in today's
in 2
NBA
months,
under the
he
rules.
about to be number one.
Got to do with inflation.
In 2
Nigga,
months, he
that
about
got
to be
with
number one
physical.
all-time in scoring.
Nigga, assist is not physical. My nigga is a pass. My nigga is the most less physical shit in basketball.
Top 5 in assists all
Now
time.
look at this. This is why I keep saying, bro.
The rules of the game has changed.
Why we
That's
always
why he
gotta
even
get-
exists.
Why we always gotta get listen, bro. You gotta give that man his credit, bro.
It
Listen,
wasn't even about LeBron. This is about Steph Curry. How we on
I
LeBron
fuck with
again?
Steph. I fuck with Steph. He's not top 5. He can't be top. Hey, you know what? You know what? This is what I'm gonna say. That's a bad question to ask, or whoever brought it up, because his career is not complete.
Who? Steph?
Yeah,
I brought it up.
I feel like you can't really say who's top 5, who's top 10 if they still playing.
I
Even
agree.
if I was a
I
fan
agree
of
with
LeBron,
that.
his career is incomplete.
I agree with that, but the reason why it came up is because people are saying right now,
He can't be below.
right now, he's top 10, all 5. And some
if you
people
go
went
off-
this
if you
far
go based off
saying
his
he's top 5
career
all time.
accomplishments, if you go off his career accomplishments, yeah.
How many rebounds do you have?
He ain't up there.
You know what I'm saying?
He ain't up there in
like
those
he's saying,
categories.
bro, all the reason why we talking is because the nigga shoot.
'Cause he can shoot.
Nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real though.
Yeah.
Nigga, that nigga, besides the shooting,
And
where is he at on any way?
The game, the reason why they say it because he's a generational talent,
He
and the
is.
reason why I say that
No,
is
he's
because
that.
the game changed
That
because of
nigga
Steph.
is the
Steph Curry is the reason why the game is what it is
Hey,
now.
you know what?
So that's I get that's why people
wait,
saying that. Hold on, hold on.
Don't. You got to get a Spurs 2014. They did.
That was more of
they
a
did what the Warriors
but
was
that
doing.
was more of a team effort.
Yeah.
You
The
can't.
Spurs,
You
the
can't.
Warriors is a team effort.
No,
Nah,
bro.
they
They,
played-
are a team effort, but
All right.
bro,
Where you think Steve Kerr got it from? He used to be.
I
on
know
top
where
of
he
his
got
staff.
it from. But if you look at those 2014 Spurs, name one guy on that team that shoot like Steph Curry.
I
Feel it. I feel you on that. I feel you on that.
Hell,
I'm just
they
saying,
one person on that
they
team
was
that
the
shoot like
team-
Klay Thompson.
The reason why I mentioned them. I mentioned them because
You're mentioning-
as a team, shot a high 3-point
What's the
percentage.
key? What's the key word you just said? As a team, you're talking about that whole team. We're talking about one player.
I feel what you're saying, but I'm saying you said he changed the game. Schematically, the Spurs was the prelude to that shit, and then all the teams started shooting threes.
If we really want to go there, Mike D'Antoni was the prelude to that. In those mid 2000
I mean, if you really want
Phoenix
to go there, the
Suns,
Sacramento Kings was the prelude to that.
Rick Adelman, those Kings. But the person who really put it on Front Street and made everybody else say, "This is how we need to play to be successful in today's NBA," is Stephen Curry.
To be real, reason why I can't put him in top 10 because if all I can say about you is one thing, then you can't be better than all the other people that do more than one thing.
I just think
Magic Johnson was a great passer and could score.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying? For real. And get like LeBron James can pass, score, shoot, rebound. You feel what I'm saying? For real though. Michael Jordan, getting finisher. This that nigga. When I speak of him, yeah, he can dribble, but dribble don't win games, my nigga. When we talk about you, the only thing I can say about you is you can shoot.
Like I said, I think a lot.
You ain't rebounding, nigga. You ain't doing nothing but shoot.
But I think what a lot of people, what they keep dismissing is, and this is something that I said on an earlier podcast, is that I personally don't like doing top 10 because the errors are different.
Yeah.
Now,
And
if you want to talk
rules
about
is different.
now,
Let's
if you
not
want to
forget that.
Now, if you want to talk about this generation, is he the best player of this generation even?
No.
Because LeBron James still
Yeah,
exists.
LeBron James still exists. He's not.
You know what I'm saying?
He's not the generation.
Now, everybody's going to say, oh, well, they met in the finals 4 times and Steph Curry beat them. Okay.
They beat his team.
They beat a team. Just like we were saying the argument about the Pistons and Isaiah and Michael Jordan. They met in the playoffs 4 times. Pistons beat them 3 times. Is Isaiah Thomas better than Michael Jordan? Hell no.
He's not.
Hell no.
No, he's not.
So that's why I can't put Curry
Man, I ain't gonna lie.
top 10.
We gonna go on, but we really gotta dedicate an episode to LeBron James so you can really.
Oh yeah, we have to.
understand,
We got to get it. We got to get
Bro,
into.
you gotta
We
think.
have to.
This is my last thing I'm gonna say on that, bro. Look at this, bro. I'm not an assassin. I'm not a shooter, but I beat all the shooters out in shooting. You get what I'm saying? This is what I say. I don't have no killer instinct. I passed the ball more than the other 2 niggas did.
any other
and I
superstar.
still got more points than the other 2 niggas. I passed more than Jordan and Kobe. But then, what if I was shooting and I pass it and shoot like them? Where would I be on the scoring title? Then would I say,
Well, he about to be number 1 in 2
he about to
weeks.
be number 1.
I mean, 2
But what
months.
I'm
My
saying
bad.
is, he still got all of the assists. Listen, LeBron, Kobe, and Jordan got all of the assists because that would have been a shot attempt for them. Look, I passed more than you niggas, and I still got more points than you.
Hey, I don't even gotta say nothing, listeners. They talking LeBron.
No,
and I'm talking Kobe.
Kobe's my guy. Like
Kobe Bryant is the most.
Kobe Bryant's my guy.
Basketball player of all time.
yeah, Kobe's my
But
guy. Everybody
I
knows
can't
that.
get past-
That's my
I
guy.
can't get past the truth that a person who's a hybrid, my nigga. This nigga's on the.
Grant Hill was a hybrid.
Listen,
T-Mac was a hybrid.
LeBron
They couldn't
James-
stay healthy.
Listen what I'm saying, Finn.
Penny Hardaway was a hybrid.
LeBron
Couldn't stay
James-
healthy.
What? Oh, name on a stuff LeBron James top 10 in for his stats, Joe?
Points, rebounds, assists. I think steals.
Who the fuck do that?
Did you hear what I just said? I've been saying it this whole podcast. The rules of today's NBA and NFL is constituted for stars.
Hey. All right, we got to take this conversation for another day.
Yeah. What you got to say about Ancho and Joy?
Let's start getting on some heads. And I want to go first.
Go ahead.
Emmanuel Acho, Mr. LaShawn McCoy, and Miss Joy Taylor.
Get on it.
Mr. Philadelphia Eagle and Miss my brother was a Miami Dolphin, so I'm a disrespect the 49ers like they ain't did nothing, like they ain't been there.
The 49ers or Jimmy G? Because
No,
it was about Jimmy G.
It was Jimmy G and it was Jimmy G and the 49ers. I saw a clip from that show Speak. Shout out to that show. I watched that show. But I saw a clip where y'all had a whole lot of
Marcellus.
Y'all had a whole lot of energy. What have the 49ers done this year? They don't have a signature victory. Tua doesn't lose when he start. What are they going to do with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle? Oh, and we got Raheem Mostert, and we got Jeff Wilson Jr. The 49ers defense ain't seen the offense like the Dolphins, and when they did, they got 44 put up on them. What are they going to do? The Dolphins, y'all acting like the Dolphins ain't this, the Dolphins ain't that. Y'all think the 49ers just going to run over the Dolphins. Hey. We ran over you punk-ass motherfuckers. Y'all was real humble on Monday. Learn how to know what the fuck you talking about. Because everybody told y'all, and I seen the shit on Twitter, Joy Taylor, everybody told y'all, this defense ain't no joke. This defense ain't no joke. We wasn't healthy when we played the Chiefs. I want to play them again. Because I guarantee you, I'll bet any penny in my account, they won't put 44 up on us again. I want to play the Chiefs again. But that so-called high-quality number 3, number 2 offense in football, they only scored 17 points. When was the last time y'all was held under 30? Oh, you can't remember? Let me tell you, this Sunday against the number 1 defense in football. Y'all better act like y'all know. Don't ever talk that disrespectful shit again about the 49ers. Even Shady. Oh, we'll beat the 49ers, but it's going to be hard. No, Philly, ain't nobody scared of y'all. We just showed Miami that they ain't shit yet. Y'all ain't did nothing yet. What have y'all proven? The AFC, you know who's proven? Cincinnati. You know who else is proven? Buffalo. You know who else is proven? Baltimore. You know who else is proven? Kansas City. Miami, y'all ain't proved shit. San Francisco's proven.
Five times.
No. Forget the 5 times. I'm just talking about recently. We've been to the Super Bowl recently. We was just in the NFC Championship game last year. And it wasn't like we got our ass kicked in either of those games. We were one mistake away from being Super Bowl champs that year. We were one mistake away from being back in the Super Bowl last year, and we would have beat Cincinnati. So that would have been 2 chips. What have Miami done for y'all to feel so goddamn confident that y'all was going to go and put up 30, 40 points against the number 1 defense? Oh, because Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs did it? That's a proven offense. Miami's not. Prove something and then stick your chest out. Till then, shut the fuck up about a team that's proven themselves. And the by far number 1 scoring defense, number 1 rushing defense, top 5 passing defense, number 1 third down against defense. We're clearly the number 1 defense in football. We're more physical. We run on anybody. We stop. Y'all had 30 yards rushing? Tua was shook like a bitch. But according to y'all, he was going to do everything he wanted to do. Got to win it on the field, not behind the desk and
not
cameras.
on paper.
And not on paper. It's won on the field. Number 1 defense for a reason.
So, I want to do something different. You know, we get on people's heads. Now, I'm going to do something different. This is even going to fuck y'all up. I want to get on my own head. And I want to get on my own head in the aspect of, even though I'm not a fan of Patrick Mahomes, they keep winning. So even as much as I say he's a fucking bum, and I've been saying it for 5 years, they keep winning. Not because of him, but they keep winning. So as long as they keep winning, I can't really say nothing about them, but they just lost to a better quarterback.
They did.
So that's the first person whose head I want to get on. And secondly, I want to get on Dakota Rain Prescott's head. Please stop throwing it to the other team. We're paying you a lot of money to do a good job, bro. And lastly, I spoke on this again. Please, networks. I understand you have contractual obligations. But If you want the best ratings, the best entertainment value, the best bang for your buck for what you're really trying to do, which is to draw in viewers and make money in viewership, please stop showing the Raiders. Please stop showing the Chargers. Please stop showing the fucking Rams. Matthew Stafford is not even playing. I wanted to see fucking Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow. I didn't want to fucking see the Raiders and the fucking Chargers. I have nothing against the Raiders or the Chargers. But if you're going to show something, show the best game. Stop fucking doing this bullshit.
I think the solution to that is we need TV contracts for the Rams and the Chargers so they can have their own channel.
Yeah, like the Lakers and
so
Dodgers.
that way the networks can show the regional games that people really want to watch. I agree with that.
Like I don't have nothing against the San Diego Chargers and the St. Louis Rams and the Oakland, Los Angeles, Vegas Raiders.
They're not San Diego or St. Louis, sir. They both are LA. Let's not be disrespectful. They are LA.
I guess the Angels is LA too then.
No, the Angels are Anaheim.
Okay.
They're not LA. They're not LA. Let's keep it 100. They're the Anaheim Angels. I would never call them the Los Angeles Angels.
Yeah, that is some bullshit. Though.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, man.
They showing trash in that team.
Like, come on, man. Stop doing that. You got anybody else you want to get on their head, bro?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, wait. Before I pass it back to you, Shady McCoy, I understand, bro. I get it. Why are you so loyal to Philly when they traded you to Buffalo, bro? Like, come on, man. Like, it's a difference between being loyal to the team that drafted you and loyal to the team you had most success with. It's the difference between being loyal and being delusional and being a homer.
It's a business.
Like, come on, bro.
It's a business.
Stop playing with me, man.
He a homer. I mean,
like, stop. Like, you even
Joy Taylor's a homer because her brother played for the Dolphins. Acho is
the only person I can accept being a homer is rest in peace, Chick Hearn. Everybody else,
but
I don't
Chick
like
Hearn
that
wasn't
shit,
even
bro.
a homer.
I don't like Bill Walton and Stu and what's the other older white dude who used to be the Clippers announcer?
Ralph Lawler?
Yeah, bro. I don't like when like call it down the line. Don't be no homer, bro. Stop getting up there on. Guess what? I know why they got you up there, Shady, because you bring the controversy just like me. But keep it real, bro. Keep it a buck, man. Stop dick riding your team when they not really that, bro. And stop shitting on other people's teams when they really are that. Like, for you to sit up there and say, because y'all got a better record than the 49ers, y'all better, and y'all gonna see them, y'all don't want to see the 49ers. Y'all don't want to see us.
I know I said he humbled himself on Monday when he was like, it's gonna be hard trying to beat them.
Yeah, man.
Because he saw what it was. Because he thought the Dolphins was gonna run over us. You saw what it was. Number one defense for a reason.
You want to get on, bro?
All right, so I said this earlier in this show. I'm gonna say this again. In the last 10 games, 35 points, 16 rebounds, 3 blocks, 65% from the field, 46% from three, 89% from the free throw line. Team has been 9-2. Gave Giannis. Let me go back a little further. Gave DeAndre Ayton 37 and 21. And all I heard was, let's see what he do against Giannis. Went out and gave him 44 and 10. Oh, and then we don't want to drop off. Gave Porzingis 55 and 17. I know Jared Allen and Evan Mobley shaking it right now because we play Cleveland tonight. I kind of know how this game is going to go tonight because I think LeBron going to try and do what he does because it's in Cleveland. But I'm about to get on my corrupt shit right now. I'm calling out names. Stephen A. Smith, Kendrick Perkins, Richard Jefferson, Colin Cowherd, that
Chris
Broussard, that mumble mouth, no talking, sound remedial ass Rob Parker. I can't stand him.
I fuck with Rob, but not on that subject.
I can't stand Rob Parker.
Skip and Shannon.
More so Skip Bayless.
Jay Will. And last but definitely not least, this fat fuck Charles Barkley. Oh, I thought you were talking about Whitlock.
I need all y'all's apologies to be as big as y'all's disrespect for Anthony Davis. All you motherfuckers. We already heard Stephen A. moonwalk.
Hey, Rick Bucher too.
Rick Bucher ain't shit. But we already seen Stephen A. moonwalk. Anthony Davis is an MVP candidate. I was one of the ones that was saying trade him, but you don't trade a top 5 talent like this. Been saying that. Been saying that. Been saying that. Oh, and a couple of the homies too. I'm not gonna call y'all names out, but a couple of the homies in my sports chat too. Well, one in particular, he know who I'm talking to. I need y'all apologies to be as big as y'all disrespect for Anthony Davis. Because all y'all did this last 2 years, warranted or not, was talk about him, street clothes, day to day, he don't care. He robbing the Lakers, trade him, get him out of here. He's soft. He not even top 20. No. Oh, and ESPN. How the fuck did y'all rate? Y'all had Rudy Gobert 18th and Anthony Davis 20th. Y'all thought Rudy Gobert was better than Anthony Davis?
They pipe dreaming.
Rudy fucking Gobert is better than Anthony Davis. Averages like 40 every time he sees Rudy Gobert. But y'all thought Rudy Gobert was better than him? I need all y'all apologies to be as loud as y'all disrespect for Anthony Davis. Don't think we not gonna be watching, Chuck. The Cavs play the Lakers tonight, TNT game, which means there's gonna be a pregame. Shout out to EJ, Shaq, and Kenny. But Chuck, you drove this bus, disrespecting Anthony Davis. Apologize, motherfucker, because y'all thought he was done, and he back like he left something
Early.
Apologize, motherfuckers. We watching. We need y'all's apologies to be as loud as y'all disrespect for a fucking top 5 talent that's better, that's the best player in basketball right now. Right now. Ain't nobody in hoop better than Anthony Davis right now.
I second that.
Nobody.
And lastly, I want to get on all of everybody that said my nigga Zeke, freaky Zeke was done. Did y'all see the game? The whole fucking stadium was saying, Zeke, not Tony Pollard.
I mean, we was in Dallas. I mean, so nobody cares. I still fuck with Tony Pollard over.
Nah, I fuck with Tony Pollard. They a duo.
Still think he's better.
They a duo.
I still think he's better.
You know what?
He's better.
Hey, shout out to the great Shannon Sharp. Even Shannon Sharp said Tony Pollard is not an every down back. He said they still need Zeke. He said they better as a duo.
Okay. Put Tony Pollard on a team where he could be an every down back. You put up better numbers than Zeke. It's just my opinion.
I feel it. Hey, I'd rather have him on our team as a duo threat.
I bet you would. Yeah, I thought you'd say that. Thought you say that. Done?
Hey, I always got more to say, but guess what? Stay tuned.
We coming with that episode. We got it. We need to have a show just dedicated to LeBron James. We gotta get to the bottom of this. Like we really got to get to the bottom of this. We need
just like you just said. Anthony Davis not hurt. Better than Steph Curry too.
Oh hell yeah.
Ever since Curry, wait till he go down the all-time list. If he said injured for the rest of his career, he gonna be Stephen Curry out for me too.
Pretty much.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, you're
That's
right.
What
You're
I'm
right.
saying.
You're right.
Like, man, once again, unhurt Anthony Davis for the rest of his career.
Hey, if Jason Tatum,
I agree.
If Jason Tatum and Book keep going at the rate they going, they might be better.
Better than who? Steph?
If they keep going,
remains to be seen. I can see that. I can see that. Remains to be seen. I can see that. They still early in their career.
We don't talk about Anthony Davis is only because of injury.
Yeah. That's the only reason why people say what they say about AD.
They gonna last to keep that up. You feel me? But Anthony Davis on no injury is no question.
No question. It's not even a discussion.
It's been saying it's the injury.
Not even a discussion.
They doubt him. They never. It ain't never the talent of the skill. It's always the injuries.
Always.
Yeah, facts.
We about to roll though. Hey, as usual, shout out to everybody, all the support. PTT,
press that like button,
LNR.
Press that share button, press that subscribe button.
Subscribe, turn on those notifications.
Boys, Young Black Business. We trying to get this money out here young and getting this bad.
Every Wednesday night.
Again, PTT, Recess LSR, fuck with it. Black Business. See all the fly shit around us.
Every Wednesday night, 6 o'clock, tune in. We coming in with something new every week. Till next time.
Signing off, truly yours, Nostradamus.
Yeah.